Now, come on, family. We do this thing each and every Sunday. So if you all are not subscribed to the channel, baby, y'all missing out. Because I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but... Because, baby, Switcharoo Sunday has been giving what it's supposed to give when it gives what it gives. So we want you all a part of the family. Smash that red subscribe button, turn it gray, smash that like button, and share us out to the world. Because ain't nothing like family but some more family. Because, see... And I keep telling y'all, there's always room at the barbecue.
My family over here. My cousins. What's
Y'all, let's go ahead and switch out my Barcart on today. I want to add some more decor to it, maybe one or two pieces, but I definitely want to declutter it a bit and get it popping. So... child, let's get into it. Oh, time machine, where are you? Oh, okay, there you go. During this time, family, I was working at a warehouse. I had been working at this particular warehouse for about 4 years, maybe at this time. And I had met a girl that actually was new to the building. I had to actually train her for the job that she would be doing. So during the time of me training her, we actually became pretty cool with each other. So as the months rolled by, a lot of training, a lot of one-on-one, you start talking about life, you start talking about, who you're dealing with, your kids, your this, your that. At this particular time, I was single, I had my own place, I was raising my babies, and life was good. Now, she didn't have any children, but she was living with a boyfriend of hers, and they were kind of going through some issues. Now, of course, we know in today's time, you just kind of stay out of people's things and situations and relationships and things of that nature. But this was back when the world just wasn't so cruel. So you actually could befriend people and feel confident that, nothing would actually happen to you. So during our 12-hour shift one day on lunch, she commenced to tell me that her and her boyfriend were getting ready to be put out of their apartment. So I'm thinking, put out? Now, family, I'm no rocket science, but I do know there's only a couple of reasons that you will be put out of the residence that you're staying in. And that would probably be number one, you ain't paying your rent. Or number two, maybe you are just a nuisance to the community that you're living in. So, of course, during our conversation, I asked her, what is your new plans? What is the plans that you're going to be, going forth with after you all move out? And she says that he's going with some of his family and she's going to try to see about living in a hotel room. And I was like, oh, okay, girl. Well, hopefully everything works out for you. And, you all are, taking care of your business. Now, of course, there was, me wondering, why wouldn't you go with your boyfriend, But I understand sometimes, everybody can't come with you. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody just can't come. She never said anything about her mother, her father, some sisters, brothers, cousins, or anyone that she can go and live with. So she didn't ask, and I didn't bring it up either. So we just commenced to just keep working together for the next maybe couple of months. So by this time, it ended up being about maybe 7 months that we were working alongside each other. She was really doing a great job at what she was. She was reliable. She was dependable. She would come to work on time, y'all. She would, just work her shift and do the best that she could at what she, was trained at. And, I was definitely making sure that I let management know that she was doing pretty good, and yeah, she was going to be a great fit for the position that I was training her for. But then, just as sure as the weekend is short, she started coming in late, missing days, leaving early, and just looking very stressed out. So I remember asking her one day, what was the issue? Was everything okay? And how was everything working out? Because she started off with a bang and then she just started kind of falling off by the wayside. She then commenced to tell me that she just had a whole lot of things going on. Her and her boyfriend weren't as close. I guess they got into it because he was able to go to family member's house, and I guess she felt like he just threw her to the wayside and she kind of had to fend for herself. But girl, you know, I depend on me. And then you ain't got no kids. Baby, I mean, I was not understanding. It was total Chinese arithmetic to me, the reason why you just couldn't get yourself together. But however, I know everyone's not built for it tough. So I commenced to listening to her and everything that she had to say. And then, Lord have mercy. Just like diarrhea at the mouth, I asked her before I knew it, did she want to come and stay with me for a while? And baby, I was looking at her. She was looking at me. I was looking at her. She was looking at me. And she said, okay. Okay. And y'all, it was at that time that I immediately regretted my decision, because I was single at the time, but I did have me a boo thing, and I was just thinking, that is our privacy gone out of the window. I guess I would have to do more of going over to his house instead. So we talked about her coming by and just checking out my place. Not that she had to, because y'all know I keeps everything on the up and up. But just so she can come and see where I lived and all of those things. Meet my children and all of those things. Because this was just a very quick decision that I made that I really wanted to regret. But I didn't want to go ahead and retract what I had told her that I would do. I wanted to be a woman of my words, y'all. And that evening she came by. And I tell you, you can always tell when folks ain't used to nothing.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, this audience is you right here?
So I'm thinking, what in the devil H-E-I sickle sticks have I done? However, she moved in. And of course, I was not going to take my children out of their rooms. And you know, the queen was not going to give up her throne. So baby, you had to go to the couch. And let me tell you, the type of person I am, I ain't even going to hold you. I don't like the waddling on my furniture and all of those things. So I just wanted to stay a woman to my word. But I'm already clicking and counting down, baby, because you ain't going to be here long. But however, I went ahead, I showed her my apartment. I had a 2-bedroom at the time. And I gave her some pillows and blankets because, baby, you're going to the couch. Okay, I was not about to uproot my children out of their room. And nor was I going to give up my throne as the queen. So needless to say, she got in where she fit in. And that was that. Of course, started coming back to work on time, missing no days. We were even getting us some overtime. Baby, we was making some coin in that thing. About 3 weeks in, I had been going back and forth over to my boyfriend's house, and this particular time, he was going to actually come over to my house. Now, this would be the very first time that he would come to my house since she had been staying with me. So, of course, I let her know that I would be having company and that my boyfriend would be coming through the door at any point in time. Please make sure that my living room is looking up to par, even though this is where you're staying. Y'all, so at probably about 8:30 that evening, my boyfriend walks through the door.
The hell is that smell?
So I'm looking at her, and she looking at me, and she looking at him, and I'm looking at her. And dead silence. So me and my boyfriend, we commenced to go back to my room. This particular weekend, my boys were with my ex-husband, and I had the home free. Well, except for my new roommate. But however, we went back, we watched a movie, we chilled out, and my boyfriend turns to me and says,
See, This my first time coming over here since you had your new roommate, because I didn't like the idea. But soon as I walked through that front door, it hit me in my nose like a ton of bricks. And see, you done became nose blind to it. But it stinks up in here.
Y'all, I was so shamed. I was shamed for the simple fact that my apartment and the person that I am, which is a stickler for all things smell good, all things candles, all things wax burners, all things plug-in, was just appalled that my boyfriend told me that it was funky as hell when he walked through the door. I had no idea what to say, y'all. I was flabbergasted and bamboozled. And so, as I'm sitting there thinking of what to say, he says to me,
"Until that smell is gone, I'm gonna stay in my house, and you continue to come over there."
Now, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking that my boyfriend was being mean because he didn't like the idea of me having anyone come and stay with me. So he was just throwing out things just to be mean. But when he told me that he was not gonna come back because the smell was so strong that it hit him at the door and that it was her because she was taking over the living room, I had to go ahead and have a talk with my girl. So I waited a couple days because I pondered how to even tell someone the bad news. So I petitioned a little advice from a couple friends at the time and even my mother on how to just come to someone and let them know something that was quite embarrassing. And so I called one of my friend girls up, told her the scenario and asked her, what should I do? And she said,
"Girl, that's what you get for having folks live with you. But hell, tell her."
One of my other friends,
"Girl, spell it out for her. U-S-T-A-N-K."
and last but not least, I talked to my mother about it, who simply told me, sit down with her woman to woman and just let her know that, this is something that she needs to address. But being me, y'all, I'm the type of person that kind of goes off of vibrations. And I think that all things that need to be addressed will always have a space and opportunity. And we finally got that opportunity one day when we decided to put some meat on the grill on my porch. And shout out to her. She was the first person, now that I think about it, that taught me how to grill. And we made us some mixed drinks and we were just sitting and chilling on the patio. And baby, I let it rip. Y'all, I simply told her that I kind of noticed that when we would get off from work and come home, that I would go straight to jump in the shower to get the work night off of me. We worked 12 hours where we were. And I just noticed that she never got in the shower as well. And I was wondering what was up with that. And y'all, she simply said,
"Well, girl, I just be waiting for you to get your shower first. Because I know if I run the one in the hall and you run the one in your room, we'll pull hot water from each other. And by the time you actually get out of the shower, I'm already asleep."
and I said, well, you don't jump in there when it's time for us to get ready to go back to work either. So, yeah. And she told me,
"Well, girl, we be rushing and stuff."
I said, girl, no, we don't be rushing in the morning, Pooh. I'm like, girl, to be honest with you, when my boyfriend comes over, he has started to complain about the way it smells as soon as he opens up the front door. And as soon as he hits the hallway, the smell is kind of gone. So you're going to have to bathe or bounce, Pooh. Y'all, I swear my anxiety was through the roof because I never had to come to someone and have that type of conversation with them. So it was very trying for me. And her reply let me know that she knew as well. Girl, she says to me,
"Oh, girl, it's all good. I'll just start jumping in the tub from here on out."
baby, the girl handled it like a G. I'm talking about she handled it like an OG from the Mob Wives. Do you hear me? I even thought I saw her galloping and skipping to my loo down the hallway to the shower once or twice. I just could not believe that I had been sweating bullets and that my anxiety was through the roof from having to tell somebody grown something about themselves that can be taken very offensive. And she took it like a G. I said, well, hot diggity dog. But y'all, needless to say, she wasn't there much longer after that because she was into some things before she moved in with me that I wanted to be no part of. And family, this is the reveal. I hope that you all love it just as much as I do. It's less cluttered and I absolutely love it, love it, love it. The only thing added new to this bar cart, you all, of course, you all saw was my new item, which is the chain link. I absolutely love it. I love the color of it and everything. It is so modern. I absolutely love that. And I think it was a nice touch to the bar cart. Also, if you all see my bicycle paired on the bottom, it does hold up to 3 bottles of wine, but I just, of course, have 2 in there. That is a bottle of Winking Owl from Aldi, and the dark colored one is San Antonio Sweet Red from Kroger. So hopefully you all check those out and let me know how you like those if you all are wine drinkers. Other than that, make sure that you all are subscribed to my second channel, Kiva the Diva, because I will start back uploading over on that channel. That channel composes of mukbangs, story times, and things of that nature. Other than that, we'll see you all the next time. Bye-bye.